We are in the kitchen with Chef Ernie and talk about some variety to wrap up the summer. How are you?
Good morning. I'm happy that summer's almost over because we're going to cool down.
I'm ready for that?
I'm ready for fall and some cooler weather, especially after this week.
But it looks like we're heating up here. We have some s'mores and then we have some seafood. What's going on here?
So, end of summer,
Yep.
right? At least myself growing up in the Northeast, always thought of like clam bakes and
Okay.
seafood and s'mores and
There you go.
fires and getting people together.
I love it.
So that's exactly what we're doing here today. So
Okay.
there are New England clam bakes, there are low country boils, and frankly, they're all pretty similar ingredient-wise. The nice thing is you can figure out what you want to put in. You can figure out the seasonings that you want. Number one, first, always make sure that your guests don't have shellfish issues.
You're right
Sometimes
about
people
that,
just can't eat it. Sometimes they can't be anywhere near it. And the last thing you want to do is have your people over, and next thing you know, you're in the emergency room.
Yes, allergies are important to bring up.
So here we've got some cast iron pans. In this case, we've got a large pot. Frankly, really easy to do.
Yum.
You get in some water. From a seafood standpoint, I'm kind of combining everything here. We've got some little neck clams, some mussels, and some big shrimp. You want to
Wow.
make sure you get some big shrimp going in there. Now, a couple things to keep in mind when you go out and buy clams retail-wise. This little guy or gal is already open. Now, sometimes they're going to open because they just want to breathe.
Okay.
And in that case, you're just going to give it a little tap, and if it closes back up, then that's fine. It's
Okay.
still living.
And if it doesn't?
If it doesn't, then you want to throw those
Okay.
out.
Good
Oh.
pointer there.
Second thing is, within our pot, and you can put this on your grill, you can do this stovetop, you can do it in your oven, whatever you like. Water, we have Old Bay seasoning, which is more mid-Atlantic. If you want to do a low country boil, that's going to be more of a Louisiana
Little
type of.
Cajun type of sauce.
So water, I put in a little bit of white wine. You can go with or without that. Corn. So this is where the grill part comes in. You want to grill up your corn first, get some nice char on it. Some either red potatoes or creamer potatoes. I put those in a cast iron pan, get those going on the grill and pre-cook those. Sausage, andouille sausage, some onions.
Yum.
Slice those onions and grill that up. All of that stuff just goes in the pot. Once it boils, you put in your clams, your shrimp, your mussels in this case. Now, same thing, if they, just like when you're tapping it, if they don't open, you don't want to eat those. Just throw those out and that's fine. It's
Okay.
boiling water, so there's nothing bad in that water.
All right.
Give
It's a
it-
hearty meal right there.
Exactly. Give it like 7 minutes or so, and that's it. Now, on the s'more side, if you can't do a campfire in your house, which you really should make a campfire in your house.
Why
right?
not?
Well, you know, every winter people make that mistake and
Yeah.
they bring a charcoal grill in when it's cold or a gas grill, and next thing you know, there's a big issue with
Big
that.
issues, yeah.
In the bottom of this pan, we just put in a little bit of butter.
That looks nice and gooey.
I did a mix of milk chocolate and semi-sweet chocolate, marshmallows on top. You're going to heat that pan first for about 5 minutes or so, melt that butter, then chips, then the marshmallows. That can go in the oven, that can go on the grill, whatever you like. So
That
let's
looks delicious.
go ahead and scoop.
Look at that.
some
And
of-
hey, nobody, oh my gosh, nobody's allergic to s'mores.
Uh,
Unless you're
no.
allergic to fun, right?
so let this go in
That
here.
looks incredible.
Yeah, that doesn't look bad.
The way that is melted.
Oh, come on, marshmallow. We want to get out of there.
I love the toast that it gets on just being in the oven.
Right.
It's nice to see that.
Is this going to burn my tongue?
No, it shouldn't be. It should be warm, but not really hot.
Wow, this looks
Maybe
excellent.
we let it sit for a couple of minutes. Just put it on the
Fantastic.
center of the table. Let everybody sit around the table, talk about what they did this summer.
Delicious.
And look at the kids and say, you know, you're going back to school in 2 weeks.
So
Sad.
I wouldn't have thought to pair a s'more with
A clam
the
bake.
Clam bake. Any other things that you could pair with the clam bake that, you know, does anything
cornbread?
go with it? I'm not a big seafood guy, so
Gotcha.
I just wondered, you know, for
So
somebody out there
grilled
that-
chicken, I actually did a class up in Lake Norman maybe about 4 or 5 years ago, right before COVID, and they wanted a traditional clam bake, but they also wanted grilled chicken. So we
There you
grilled up
go.
some chicken. If you want to do some flank steak, you can do
Okay.
that.
Little surf and turf.
Little surf and turf.
Okay. And then this sausage. Ooh.
So that's andouille sausage. You can pick any kind of sausage you like, whether
Okay.
it's a summer sausage, an andouille sausage. Typically, most sausages that are prepackaged are already cooked. Just make sure you read that package. It's going to say fully cooked. You always want to make sure it heats up properly, but obviously we're in boiling water, so you're fine with that.
Delicious, delicious.
So what's your favorite part about the clam bake? Do you like the clams, the mussels, the sausage, all of it?
I used
the
to
above.
clam in New York, actually, when I grew up on Long Island, and I'd go out into the Great South Bay, which you can walk almost all the way across with a clam rake, and you can either go barefoot or with little beach shoes on. And if you want to go barefoot, then you feel for the clams. You pick those up by hand. Now, the problem I always encountered was I'd be raking along with the clams, and then you pull it up and you see what's in there. But every once in a while, you step on a crab.
Oh, no.
And it just kind of startles you. It's just a little pinch. But startles you, you drop the rake, and then it takes you 30 minutes to find the rake again.
Oh, no. What a nightmare.
And this is something you can help teach people how to cook. This barbecue, you teach it all,
Exactly. I got 2 classes coming up this week. One guy wanted to do like some salmon and pork chops and all different meats that he wanted to learn how to cook better. Another one was a family again that reached out to me, and Dad burns the steaks.
No,
so we're just
Dad.
doing some ribeyes and teaching Dad how to make better steaks. But yeah, I teach people how to make great food outdoors at home. And then catering is kicking in, so people are calling now for Oktoberfest and fall festivals and tailgates, things like that. Remember, we got the big game on September 7th, Tennessee and NC State.
Oh, man. You're excited for fall, right? That's kind of exciting time of year for you.
And you got a lot of stuff going on with the farmers market as well?
Every Saturday, so I'll be there. Matthews Farmers Market, ranked #1 in North Carolina.
Oh, that's awesome.
8 to 12 every week.
Matthews.
And then Wednesday, I started a farmers market in Ballantyne, and that is 10 to 1 this Wednesday coming up.
Busy guy. Thanks for making some time to join us.